Your dad started working with Donald Trump when I think you were 11.
Yes.
And do you remember what you thought of your dad's boss, Donald Trump, and what you thought of his job back then?
As I told Emily, we lived in a Trump-branded building. I remember seeing commercials for The Apprentice on TV, and I knew my dad was working for someone famous, but I think that's the extent of the realization at the time.
So it was cool. I mean, I guess at that time, it was cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But at some point, I think well before your dad got ensnared in all of this, your impression changed.
Yes.
And what was that? What happened?
There were a few instances that changed that impression, and they happened over the course of a few years as I got older and as I started to realize how Trump treated my father, one of which is in the book where my dad explains what happened at the golf course.
Let me read that.
Okay, sure.
Because, I mean, I think that this one is illustrative
Yes.
of something. Basically, you were at President Trump's, well, he was just Donald Trump, his country club. And you were playing tennis and you came off the court. And here's how it was written in Vanity Fair. Somehow Trump's attention was diverted to another skirt walking off a tennis court. Quote, "Look at that piece of ass," Cohen recalls Trump saying as he whistled and pointed. Quote, "I would love some of that." It so happened that Trump was referring to Cohen's then 15-year-old daughter, Samantha. Do you remember that moment? Because it goes on to write that after that, you came over, he wanted you to give him a kiss, and he said, "When did you get such a great figure?"
So, as I told Emily, the story is a little bit less clear to me. I'm sure many women can relate. You become desensitized to men making these kinds of comments to you, and you allow them to go over your head, and you kind of tune out the noise. But what stood out to me in that moment was he said to my dad, "Well, there's no way that she got her looks from you. Thank God you married a beautiful woman." And I was desensitized to men making creepy comments about me, but I was not desensitized to someone blatantly insulting and degrading my father in front of me, someone who I looked up to and loved very much. And that was very upsetting to me. And that made me think, okay, maybe Trump doesn't treat my father so well.
And I do want to get to that in a moment about the way he treated your father. But first, back to that for a second. He also, I mean, at least in the book, it says that he said to you, "Be careful, I'll be dating your friends in a few years." Yeah. He was married to Melania at that time when he said that to you. Did you ever get the impression that he was hitting on you?
No, I didn't get the impression that he was hitting on me directly, but I had the impression that he was interested in younger women and that, you know, women would age out for him and that when one woman became too old, you'd find a new younger one.